For decades, the M23 rebels have been fighting with government troops, claiming to protect the interest of the Congolese Tutsis, who accuse them of discrimination and not fully integrating them into the army and society after a peace deal in 2013. And the latest surge in fighting began in 2022, displacing more than 850,000 Congolese in South Kivu province alone, according to UNICEF. International and regional efforts to end the conflict between the M23 and Rwanda, who are accused of backing the M23 rebels, have so far failed and previous ceasefire deals broken. Angolan President João Lourenço says the much-anticipated peace talks on Tuesday will go ahead, despite the last-minute decision by the M23 rebels to pull out. The Congolese delegation has already arrived in Luanda, but the rebel group insists continued military attacks in eastern DRC have also undermined the peace process. But there are mixed reactions.
Why are we going to these meetings? With whom and why? The president said years ago, "I'll never dialogue with thugs. I'll never dialogue with thieves, killers." And today, when he agrees to dialogue with these people, he said, where are we going? Why has he accepted? And what will it bring to the life of Congolese people? It's dialogue that hasn't brought anything for a long time.
As Africans, when there are problems, people from the same family sit around a table and discuss to find solutions to the problems facing society. This is why we call on all warring parties to sit around the table and talk about Congo, to talk as Congolese about the problems that are currently ours.
The Congolese rebel alliance that includes the M23 armed group continues to control both Goma and Bukavu cities in eastern DRC and advance into other mineral-rich cities, prompting the European Union and the United States to slap sanctions on the M23 leader and spokesperson, as well as Rwandan military officials who they accuse of backing the rebels. Meanwhile, the DRC has held what it describes as exploratory talks with the American government over a deal that would give the U.S. access to DRC's minerals in exchange for military aid and support. And last week, the 16-member regional bloc SADC, or the Southern Africa Development Community, announced the withdrawal of thousands of its troops who have been supporting the Congolese military fight rebels in the eastern DRC, after at least 19 soldiers were killed when M23 rebels seized Goma in January. There are now fears that the humanitarian crisis and conflict could spread into the region if talks to bring peace fail yet again. Brenda Radido, TRT World.